Hello, and welcome back to the Cardiff Metropolitan University European experiment. When we last left them, they had won the league, were knocked out in the group stage of the UEFA Champions League, and completed the treble by winning the Welsh Cup and the MG Cup. So we're going to move 2 years into the future again, and let's hope that Cardiff Metropolitan University have got out the group stage of the Champions League, or at least finished third, because they haven't done that the last 2 years. But the year before they did that and did quite well in the Europa League. So let's hope they kick on. Alright, let's do it. Alright, here we are in the year 2025. Let's see how Cardiff got on. That's Cardiff Met Uni, not Cardiff City. Yeah, won it again, 2 years in a row. Still have Wayne Allison, really weird, but whatever. Alright, let's do the competitions first. Makes sense. Oh, they got out of the group! No way! Okay, so they got out of the group and lost to Manchester City. They actually lost... No, did they? When did they go out? It was won by Ballatown. Doesn't say when they went out. Okay, I don't know. When did they go out? Oh, they went out the same final stage to Bala. Okay. If we go to the Champions League, so the final still needs to be played. It's Atletico Madrid, Man City. So the first knockout round. Oh, they lost on away goals too. Oh, that's so unlucky. Okay, let's go through the groups and. There they are. Okay, so that's a tough group as well. Prague, Benfica, and Dortmund. That's a tough group. Well, they got out of it, 10 points. They lost 2 to Dortmund and Benfica. But they beat Dortmund and Benfica as well, and they got a draw off Sparta Prague and a win. So that's pretty successful. That is. Let's go the year before. See what happened here. Cardiff Met Uni. Okay, so last year they went into the Europa League. So if we go into that. First knockout round. Okay, so they beat Anderlecht 2-0. Let's go to the second knockout round. Where... Am I being an idiot here? Can I... Oh no, there you go. Okay, so yeah, I was being it. They beat AC Milan 2-1 on aggregate over the 2 legs. They got to the quarters, where they beat Stoke City 4-3 on aggregate. Getting to the semis, where they beat Marseille 5-1 on aggregate. Oh my god, have they won the Europa League in 8 years? No, they lost in extra time. No way. Oh, they had a player sent off. That did not help at all. Oh, playing at the Parc des Princes in Paris. They did really well. But in the end, I think Goretzka getting sent off at the beginning of the second half kind of turned it the other way. But they got all the way to the final. Oh, that's so unlucky. That's so unlucky. We already know they're winning everything here, so really it's just about Europe. I mean, if you look at the thing, they're just winning. They're just constantly winning. So it's up to 48th. So it is really becoming, I wouldn't say a top league, but I mean it's getting up there. It's as good as the German 3rd division now, apparently. Yeah, TNS, how have they done? Yeah, so they've fallen 4th, 4th, and now 3rd. Yeah, once again unbeaten all season. Got 1 draw against Airbus, who are a professional side. I think every side is professional now, surely. Professional. Yeah, it's a professional league now, I feel. No, Lilla are still same professional. And they actually did quite well, considering all the other teams are professional clubs. Let's see how some of the other teams have gotten on in Europe. So, first qualifying round, so not great. They finished fourth, but they might have got into... Nope, they lost the European playoff last year then. Bangor are not in it. Let's actually go to stages and go to last year. Was it Airbus who got into Europe? Yeah, first qualifying round again, knocked out by Ilves of the Finnish Premier League. So even though Cardiff got all the way to the final of the Europa League, the other teams are still struggling to get out of the qualifying round. They got to the second qualifying round. I think they enter there. So yeah, so the prize money is increasing now. Okay, so they have two teams in the Champions League next season in the third qualifying phase and the best placed third qualifying phase. Don't know what that means. Two for the third qualifying round of the Europa League, one for the second round of the qualifying as well. The Welsh Cup is up to 78th, which, you know, so a couple of years, it's gone up 22 in 5 years. So, I mean, altogether, I would say the league is massively improving. There's still continental reputation, which you can understand, getting to the final of the Europa League. Look at their transfers last 2 years. So last year, they brought in Santi Mina from Leicester City, Raul Guillaume from Guangzhou Evergrande, Jonathan Tah, that's a really good signing from Leverkusen, and Gelson Martins as well. Takuma Asano is also a pretty decent signing. Apparently they signed him from Swindon, who apparently still League One. I don't know. Yeah, there's the league, only the Welsh League's loaded, so I don't know quite how promotion and relegation is going to work. Altogether, I would say, you know, they've done some decent business there. And going out, you've got Moreno, who went to St Etienne, Campbell, who went to AEK, Adams, Baldock, Hughes. Two players are now not in the game anymore. Victor Moses left and is now at Osasuna. Bokoto went on loan to Bristol City and is now a free agent. George McCulloch went to Celtic this year. Who have they brought in? Rick Karsdorp, really good player from Tottenham Hotspur, and Marko Grujic from Liverpool as well. 26 million on both there. Harry Winks from Barnsley for 4.4. Jesse Lingard was brought on a free, and Callan Chambers as well. Yeah, both been playing an alright amount of games, I would say. Yeah, that's not bad. Takuma Asano left for 1.4, so they actually took a loss there. Tommy Hoban went to West Ham. Wayne Lewis went off to Prestwin. Not Preston, Prestwin. But somehow Wayne Allison, who is an amateur coach, is still there. Kinko Campus is now a 21,000-seater stadium, and they're having another 6,650 seats installed. So this university now has one of the best stadiums around in Wales. Hell, it's better than a lot of stadiums in England. Yeah, their reputation is still in the 8,000s, still have 150,000 attendance, still have a lot of money in the bank with a front-end sugar daddy. They can only go up to 30,000, so they might have to move eventually. Because every time we come back, they've increased it, and they're then planning on to increase it again because they have the money to do that. Home cities have gone down to 19 each, so that sort of dropped back, I suppose. Still not picked up any new rivals at all. Wayne Allison is now a legend, the amateur manager. So that is pretty good there. Harry Maguire and Pablo Mari are icons, and then they've got a lot of players on the very personnel. only 27 season ticket holders, despite the fact they have 150,000 fans and they are always selling out. Every match they sell out. So, and it's only 320. You'd think that they would have a lot, but maybe because the league maybe doesn't have as large a reputation. I don't know how to check how many stars it's got for a reputation, unfortunately. If we look at the stadiums, it's by far the best stadium. You know, even TNS only play a 3,000 seater stadium, so yeah. I mean, I would say, they're sort of fulfilling all the expectations. 8 seasons in, they've gone to the final of the Europa League. They're now getting out of the group stages of the Champions League, and the Welsh League is improving massively. Only one team is still semi-professional, and yet they still have an amateur manager. But he is on a Continental Pro license. But you think they would offer him an actual contract? If I go to his info, there's no bonuses, no clauses. He literally is earning no money. So this guy is basically becoming a legend, a massive reputation. No clubs are coming in for him. He's on a, standard amateur contract. So he could potentially, go off to the Championship, Man United, whatever, and be fine. They're still winning the Scottish League Challenge Cup easily every year, is my guess. So runners up in the Europa League. Yeah, since 2020 they've won it every single year. Because I think they invite the top 2 teams, or something like that. Or it might be the top 1 team, the winner of the Welsh and Northern Irish. I'm not certain of that though. But yeah, it's just Cardiff Met Uni, just always winning. Yeah, they're winning all the reserve stuff as well. The MG Cup, they missed out 1 year, it seems. Did they? Nope. Just they won that in 1999, so it's longer. Yeah, they basically are now the unstoppable team. And this guy's now been in charge for 8 years, 328 days. So he joined right at the beginning of the experiment. Yeah, so he has won 384, drawn 35 and lost 40. Why is no one coming in for this manager? Like, they wouldn't have to pay a penny to get him. It just seems really odd. Still no affiliates. But you just have to look at how far they've come. So that's the first season of the experiment, and then they've just sort of won everything. The key man is worth only 5.25, but you just look at those stats. It's insane, really. They only play 32 games a season, so the players don't even really get that tired throughout the season. So, yeah. So, I think that's where we're going to end it. Next time, what I might do is do 5 years and see how far they've pushed on. Because it's taken 8 years and they've got to the final of the Europa League. So, if I go 5 years to the year 2030, see how much they've grown. Because by then, a lot of the players come through their youth academy at their, superb youth facilities will hopefully be first team players. Because they've sold a lot of them on to Premier League teams because they've got these high potentials of like 150, 160, 170. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's where we're going to leave it. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment down below if you want to see any other types of videos. And I will see you later.